Good morning, Facebook. So, funny story. I was sure I had a meeting today. I was absolutely positive about that. So, I got up very, very early and I got organized and I got dressed and I woke up my daughter in the morning and helped her get organized. In the middle, she didn't feel so good, so I cheered her up, and then I went and made sandwiches and organized, and I realized there's no soy milk, so I ran to the store, came back, bought the soya milk, got everything done. And as I was going to leave, my daughter organized, everything's in place, I realized that the WhatsApp was a little bit quiet. See, this is a dynamic group that I'm a member of and we're supposed to meet today. It's quiet. So I'm like, okay, this is peculiar. And then I go and I check the schedule again. And there's no meeting today. So I'm all dressed up, lipstick and everything. Notice the lipstick. And there's no meeting. And after being very amused, because there's no point in being frustrated, and realizing that I have a free morning to work, I sat down and I thought to myself, okay, so how did this happen? And I realized I had a paradigm. I had a paradigm that I have a meeting today at 9 a.m. I need to be somewhere. I need to leave before 8 to beat traffic. I need to wake up before 6 to get my munchkin organized and all of that. And I never stopped to ask myself, is this paradigm still relevant? Is this really where I'm going this morning? And I find the question of, is this paradigm still relevant? I find that it comes up a lot when I'm working with medical coaching clients. Clients come to the medical coaching space with a lot of paradigms. This is what it means to be healthy. This is what it means to cope well with the illness. This is what I'm expected to do. They get so much information from their doctors, from their environment, from their family, from their friends, and they have all these paradigms about the right way to do things. And that's not always true. And one thing that I like to do with clients is say, okay, stop. Let's negotiate. Okay? It's not so much about what you need to do, because I don't interfere with the medication. I'm not a doctor. I'm a medical coach. But I do ask my client, how do you feel about this medication? How do you feel about the treatment? Does that resonate with your values? Does that empower you? Do you feel in control? Do you feel a part of the team, the medical team that is here to save your life or make you healthy or whatever? Do you feel like being all cheered up and happy right now? Is it right for you to be positive? Who are you being positive for? What do you really feel right now? So what I do with clients, I do this. I constantly put question marks on absolutely everything. And it's not for the sake of being provocative. It's for the sake of creating clarity. And when we create clarity and we can really assess what is important for me, how do I want to show up with the medical team? How do I want to manage my illness or medical condition? How do I want to set the pace for the day? What's important for me? What's not important for me? What's on my to-do list and what's on my absolutely never ever don't do list? Okay? When I do that with clients and clients give themselves permission to do this, what they're really doing is giving themselves permission to choose. Now, if you think about it, when we feel sick, whether it's the flu or, cancer or ALS or COPD or you name it, okay? When an illness comes into our lives, usually we feel that we did not choose that. Now, we can debate conscious, subconscious, yada, yada, yada. Fine. Legitimate debate, but I'm going to put it aside right now. The first experience is, I didn't invite this into my life. And if I didn't invite something into my life and it just barged in, I feel I have no choice. Choice has been taken from me. So when I ask myself, how do I want to cope with this? And everything's up for negotiation. There is no must. Then I open a place for choice. And when I allow myself to choose in a place that seems that there's very little choice. And let me tell you this, there's always choice. There is always choice. The most fundamental choice that we have is how we choose to perceive what's happening to us. That's the most basic human choice. And when we own that, we see this choice in every place, in every area in our lives. But when we allow ourselves to create clarity and question things that we think should be, question the big paradigms, we create choice. And when we create choice, guess what? We create inner freedom. And when we live a life that has inner freedom, that's a life worth living. And it really doesn't matter what's happening in our body. I mean, it does matter. But you know, there are illnesses that have no cure. So how do we create quality of life? What is this big question of quality of life? Quality of life is about inner freedom. So, medical coaches are master facilitators of inner freedom. This is what we do. We don't heal, we don't cure. We create resilience through inner freedom. So, there's a new online training opening on the 1st of January. This is coming up soon. If you want to learn how to be a master facilitator of inner freedom for yourself and especially for your clients, check it out. I'm going to attach the information to this message somehow, either here below or above. I'm going to check it out how it looks on Facebook. And give yourself permission to stop and say, really? Do I need to do it? Do I need to do it now? Do I need to do it like this? What do I want? Because freedom is in the want and not so much in the need. And if you think about it, there are very few things that we need. We need to eat, we need to sleep, we need to drink, we need warmth, we need to go to the toilet. All the rest we want. And fulfillment and freedom is in the wanting. So now that I have a free morning, I'm going to think, what do I want to do with it? And I'll probably end up working, which I absolutely love. I wish you a wonderful day. And let's keep making this world a better place to live. And go exercise your freedom. And go choose. So have a wonderful day. Thank you and shalom.